Easy steps to retire and live in your paradise. In today's interview style episode, I am going to be doing part 2 of my interview with 𝗡𝗢𝗄𝗏𝑉𝐿𝑖AMS. 𝗡𝗢𝗄 Williams is a successful real estate entrepreneur who retired early and moved to Costa Rica. As a real estate entrepreneur myself, a millionaire and a mom of 5, I am absolutely inspired by how Tk'nika and I were able to work together in real estate, and so proud that she has been able to retire to Costa Rica and is doing real estate in Costa Rica. Listen in this episode to learn all about how she did that, and more importantly, how you can do it too. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
Seriously, you're such an inspiration to me, you know, as a mom and a wife and a real estate entrepreneur. So because you get it, and you're actually ahead of me. You're always ahead of me. You know, this is why I love you, and we've always connected. You're just like one mental step ahead of me with life balance. Not necessarily, we get it with each other on the same with the finances, but I think with life and the mindset, you just get it. You get it better than I do sometimes. So I absolutely love that you shared that. So talk about the move to Costa Rica, the international, expanding your business international.
Well, the homes in Costa Rica are a lot like the homes in the U.S. Believe it or not, the cost of living, a lot of times people actually think and believe that the cost of living is like so much lower here. I will say that it can be just like it can be in the U.S. Like you can live in a not so desirable area, just like you can live in a not so desirable area here. For me, I'm not into anything that's not desirable.
If you right, that's just how we roll.
That's not me.
It needs to be nice.
I want, really nice, comfortable living areas, You can buy things. I actually went and looked at a condo here that was really nice, and I have yet to find a condo this nice in the US. I will say that. And it was like maybe $249 US dollars. And it was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And in the city, it was in 𝗡𝗢𝗄, which is the Beverly Hills of Costa Rica, literally. Like everything is there and it's around everything. It's a real desirable area. And I found a property here that was even seller financed.
Okay, because we talked about that. I want to do some Airbnb.
You just gotta look. It's available.
Yeah. I love it. So because I want some Airbnbs in Costa Rica, and I know you don't necessarily want to run an Airbnb, and I don't expect you to, but
yes, we are going
to. That's happening. So tell us about some of the properties there. Like you said, you're on what side of Costa Rica are you on? The major city, why you chose it, and then we'll put some video and show people like where you live, because this has been an amazing thing that other people can do too.
Oh, absolutely. So I actually live in Manuel Antonio, which is on the Pacific coast side of Costa Rica, and which is about 2.5, 3-hour drive from the main area, which is in San Jose. So I'm about 3 hours from the city. But I'm in a touristy area, it's one of the desirable areas. I literally live in a national park. Like my backyard is literally a national park. So what people pay lots of money to see, the monkeys and the sloths and the toucans, I literally can turn my head, and if I look up, I could probably spot a monkey. I'm that close. Like they're everywhere. This is my real life.
That is awesome. So again, expanding the business internationally. I know there were some nuances there, and you have a little bit to teach there. So how would one move from the United States abroad and do business?
The first thing I did, in which my daughter actually helped me with this, the place that I'm actually leasing is a villa that my daughter actually got engaged at. And so during COVID last year, the owners, all businesses were suffering. Most of them were suffering. And so the owners of this particular villa actually reached out to their past guests and offered them an invite, to come back and stay. Costa Rica had opened back up to the U.S. and they were inviting, their previous guests to come back and visit, and even offering extended stays. So my daughter knew that, I've been looking for somewhere to go, something to do. I love to travel. I love to travel. That's like what I do. That's how I spend my money. If I could say, that's how I enjoy my money. I spend my money on travel and great food. I love good food, but that's how I spend my money on traveling. So she presented this vacation villa to me, and they were offering, like, I guess, different terms. If you wanted to stay anywhere from a month to 3 months, it was a certain percentage, and anything from 3 months to like 4 months, it was a percentage. And the longer you stayed, the cheaper it was. So I was like, great, this is right up my alley. It's like, I don't have nothing but time. What is time? So I could, live my life however I wanted. And actually, I had already, so this is when, and I'm gonna go back, kind of pause right there, and then I'm gonna come back to that. But I had wrote some things down. I'm a very spiritual person also, but I had wrote some things down that I wanted to do and places that I had wanted to go. I had never been to Costa Rica, ever. I've never visited this place. The only thing that I knew about this was my daughter's experience. But Costa Rica was on my list of places to visit. And I had really wanted to come here for a spiritual retreat. And this was probably back in 2018, 2019. Like, it was in 2018 when I discovered that they offered spiritual retreats. And so I had said that I wanted to come to Costa Rica for a spiritual retreat, not realizing that I was going to actually be moving here and living a real life spiritual retreat.
Your life is a retreat.
Because once I show you where I live, you're going to be like, oh my God. But I literally took them up on their offer. My initial lease was like, I'll come here for 6 months. I said, I'll do it for 6 months. That'll be enough time for me to even, discover whether or not I really like the place, or it's like, nah, this is not really for me. So I'm 5 months in, y'all. And within, say, 60 days, I knew that I was going to stay here. I was going to own a property here. Even if I didn't stay here, because like I said, I love to travel, I was going to own a property here. And when I got here, me and my daughter, my youngest daughter, she came with me, and we met people. I hit the ground like, you have to know my personality. So it's like, I came here and I was like, I was ready. I was ready to like understand, the culture, the language, how to invest here. If it was even, good to invest here, because I'm real particular about where I put my money, but it was like, if this was, if the opportunities were here, and they were, and of course, after COVID, opportunities were everywhere. And from hotels to villas to land, people just leaving, opportunities were here, but you had to be, in position to, take advantage of the opportunities, which is another thing that, I tell investors. Goes back to, it doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't have some kind of way of keeping that money where you can reinvest or have it when opportunities come available, you may need to reevaluate your business plan. But being here, looking at properties, like I said, they have hotels here that you can purchase. They have vacation villas. Really nice. You can do new construction. I have 2 sitting on my desk right now, villas that, you can build out, change it, add whatever you want. Beautiful properties, anywhere from 6 bedrooms on up to 11 and 12 bedrooms. And if you go online and Google Manuel Antonio and look at any of the vacation villas, they're beautiful.
Whoa, this is an amazing point that Tanika Williams brings up about doing real estate in a different country, and how she is learning the area, doing her research, and taking all of her skill set from the United States with fixing and flipping, and now doing deals and investments in Costa Rica. This is a great point, because many people ask me, Noelle, how are you able to invest in all of these different states? I've been able to invest in Connecticut, Virginia, Georgia, Texas, Florida, and almost every state in the United States via my students. So this is a skill set that can be taken not only from state to state, but now you see this is information and a skill set that can make you money even in different countries. You can go live in paradise, somewhere beautiful like Bali or Costa Rica, and start owning real estate that makes you money even in different states. You don't have to think of real estate and think that you have to stay in one place. Real estate will allow you to move to different places, visit other places, visit new people. Real estate is not something that traps you in one location. You really, truly can move from different locations and make money in the process. I have made money in different states, and now you can easily see you can even make it in the Caribbean, paradise, living it up with monkeys all around you. Okay, now back to this episode. This is the actual place that I've visited Costa Rica, and you're right. Costa Rica has just such a great presence about it. It's very peaceful. The people are very peaceful. The economy is very good. And of course, I do actually speak Spanish, and the person that taught me, my teacher, is from Costa Rica. So I love Costa Rica. And when I heard you were moving there, I was like, okay, we're definitely getting some Airbnbs there. So super exciting. Yes. Okay, so there was a few other things. So just like some quick nuances. Getting a checking account. Can you get a checking account in a different country?
Yes.
Okay.
So I enough. Last week, I opened up my very first international bank account. And it is a process because you have to have your documents. You have to have like an accountant and an attorney because what you want to do, well, for me, I'm sure you could probably do it maybe differently. But what I did, I established a personal account. Establishing a business account here, of course, you have to establish a business. So what I did, I had already been in the planning to establish an LLC, a business here in Costa Rica, which we're doing that for me to buy properties here. So I have an attorney, and he actually referred me to, which bank and who I needed to talk to. And literally, it's a week today, I opened up my very first international bank account.
Yay, I am so proud of you. Like, I'm so proud that you're living a wonderful life, like a millionaire lifestyle. So what is a day in the life of Tanika like right now?
I get up and I start my day every day with meditation and gratefulness. Like, that's a part of my daily regimen. Like, I don't think that I could be where I am today without that. I actually have a personal trainer that I work out with because, like I said, this was a spiritual journey as well as, COVID. I had picked up some extra pounds during COVID.
You're so cute.
Was eating really good. And so I have a personal trainer here as well. I go to the beach. I love going to the beach. Actually, I have my swimsuit on. When I finish this interview, that's where I will be going to meet friends at the beach. I actually travel to different regions of Costa Rica also throughout the week, because like I said, I'm here and I'm still learning, the different areas, what areas, to even consider investing in. So I make that a part of my, day as well. I met a few people here, not a whole lot of people. I always keep my particular about my space and the people that I allow into my space and the energy that they bring with them. So I keep my circle kind of small. So I haven't met a ton of people, but the people that I have met, I feel like they are key people, on my journey. So I love to eat. I was supposed to have a personal chef. I did request a personal chef, but because of COVID, that wasn't really going on. And the chef that was going to come, she got stuck overseas somewhere with the family. So, but hopefully this summer she'll be back and I have a personal chef. So I'll stop eating out so much. But the food here is amazing. I'm not complaining about eating out because the food is amazing. Although I can cook, I just prefer, since it's just me, for someone to cook for me, that's one of those things that you can afford to do. If you can afford to do it, you should do it. But for me, also like this morning, I was talking to you, Noelle, I go swimming. The pool is right behind me. I'm actually sitting on my pool bed. So I actually go swimming. That's a part of my daily regimen. Also, I go to the spa. I actually have a membership at the spa. I'm literally like living my best life for real. Like, this is not, how you see a lot of stuff on social media and people make up all kinds of stuff and they're on vacation. No, my life is like a vacation. I don't need a vacation from my life. My life is actually literally like a vacation. And you too can have a life that's like a vacation.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh my gosh. I think that in itself sums up Tanika Williams. You have always been ahead of people in the game, self-taught, self-made. You are just such an inspiration as an entrepreneur, as a woman, as a mother. I absolutely love everything that you are doing. I appreciate you so much for spending the time, sharing your story with everyone. I really, really appreciate you. Wow, so this has been an amazing episode, and I want to make sure that you are getting everything out of this. Check out my new book, Real Estate Millionaire Secrets. You can get this book absolutely free. Go to noellsfreebook.com. That's Noelle, Noelle with an S, noellsfreebook.com. I share with you all of my secrets on how I used to flip houses too, and how I started from my parents' basement with no money and bad credit, and now I live the life of a millionaire, similar to how 𝗡𝗎𝗃a is now living in Costa Rica, but I live it here in sunny Orlando. You can learn these exact same things all for free in my book. You just pay the shipping and handling, and I'll give you the book absolutely free. I just want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.